It's recorded. Perfect. Is it recorded?
Yep.
Hello, welcome. I'm so excited for you to hear about activation today and hear my family story alongside.
Oh. Yeah, we'll be
Take two.
Yeah.
Take two, guys. Sorry, hang in here with me on this tech stuff. Perfect. All right, Kevin. Hey, I'm so happy you could join. Perfect timing. We're just getting the tech stuff situated. But yeah, you can
Hey.
or not, totally up to you guys. But the information I'm going to present here with you today is to teach you about activation, what that is, and what that can do to your body. The difference between activation versus supplementation, and what LifeVantage is all about. I'm going to share my family story. My dad's going to share about his cancer journey. He's cancer survivor 2 times now. And the second go around, he was activated and what that did for his body. You'll be able to hear from him and hear his story. And then Beth, she just joined me on this mission about a month ago, and she's going to be sharing as well what she's noticed changes with herself. And we'll go from there. And then we'll take questions. This is going to be about, try to keep it around 25 minutes long, and then we'll take some questions, comments at the end. All right? You ready to go, Jay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. So,
Okay.
you can just open it up full screen. Perfect. Got it? All right. And then I just hit the arrows.
There you go. Okay.
Okay.
There you go.
So you guys can see, give me a thumbs up in the chat if you can see the screen, because I should be screen recording right now. So this is not on the right slide though, dear. Okay, there it is. All right, let's get going here. Welcome. I'm Adrienne Gray. Who am I? Why am I here? I'm here to share with you again about activation and about LifeVantage and what the difference is versus supplementation. What is activation? So I'll be sharing that. I'll be sharing my story, but let's start off with who I am. So this is me. I love life. I love many different things. I have my hands in a lot of different things. I love, one of my favorite things to do is to go to Sedona, go to the drum circle and dance. This is my beautiful family. I come from a family of 4 brothers. I'm the middle child. And then I love to bake, even though I love this healthy, active lifestyle I'm a part of. I love to bake. And I have a women's circle that I get together with once a month, and I craft and we do sound healing. So I love connection. I love community. I love growth, mindset growth. And then I also am a hairdresser and a health coach. So I am a fitness trainer at the gym a couple days a week, and I teach different classes. And then I'm a hairdresser. So I've been doing hair for about 20 years, and it's definitely a juggle between all the things, but I found through activation that I'm able to optimally function, feel my best, feel more energized, and be able to show up better for everybody else. So I will share where our journey started. Well, this is kind of like because of LifeVantage, but where my journey started was my son. He was, at this point, I'll start from the point of desperation. He was 9 years old. Our cabinet was starting to look like a well-stocked pharmacy. We had about 10 different medications, probably about 10 to 12 different supplements we were taking. Every month, he had a nurse coming in and giving him IVIG infusions. And he still wasn't thriving. He still was, his light had dimmed. He was still having issues sleeping. He didn't have much of an appetite. He had, how do I say this? It was survival mode, what we were in. And I came to the point and I said, you know what, all these medications and these, what we're doing now is not working. And so for me, my breakthrough was when Phoenix Children's Hospital, one of the doctors there wanted to look at tumors. And I just broke down, lost it, prayed to God. I was like, God, you got to lead me to somebody. Because we have been through the ringer. We've been to so many different specialists, so many different therapies. We've been at this for 7 years. And I got an answer. I needed to go to Pine Top. And that's where I met Anna. Long story short, got introduced to her. by God leading me to her cabin. And I didn't even know why I was there. I just said, I found her cabin and I just wanted to get away for the day with my son. Just had a feeling I need to come here. And so that was, long story short, she gives me a packet of Axio. We had been struggling to try to find a way to get off ADHD meds. And so she gave me a packet of it and I dumped it in a water bottle. I remember it was the lemonade flavor, drove home and I just like gave it to my son. I'm like, I have no idea what's going to come from this, but the change in my son, night and day difference. On the drive up, he was very like fixated, really like kind of like low mood, low depressed, like really recluse off, cut off, not social, didn't fussy, didn't want to eat. And then on the ride home, he didn't want to stop talking. He wanted to ask all these deep intellectual questions. It's like his bright light, this switch just turned back on. And we were laughing. He was that inquisitive, smart, bright child came back to me. And I'm like, what is in this magic juice? I was very like blown away. So I come home and I tell Jeff, like, all right, we're going to be switching over to this that I don't know what it is off of ADHD meds. So long story short, through the week, I ended up taking him off of ADHD meds. I contacted his doctor, said he's thriving with this. They're like, well, what's in it? I'm like, it's got L-theanine, pine bark. It's got all your B6, your B12 vitamins, all packed with nutrients, no added sugars, none of the crap that's in all the other stuff. And so made the switch over to that, and that's where it started. From there, it only got better. I was introduced to Dr. Sveta at a meeting just like this that introduced me to Protandim NRF2, which I'll be sharing with you later. I was very skeptical. I was like, he's done all these things. He was very like oversensitive and overreactive to a lot of things. And so little by little, I started to see my boy come back to life. He was sleeping better. He was eating better. He was happier. And one by one, we were able to come off of all of his medications. Since then, that's been a 3-year journey. But he is now, like this summer, he had the opportunity to go away twice away from mom and dad. Like, what? And go away on these like outings with these men and do these different camps and do humanitarian work. And he went to go dig out some of the mud from those homes that were devastated by the floods. And he's out now, like, okay, bye, Caleb, like going off to, the jump house. And I don't worry about him passing out anymore. I don't worry about all the things I used to worry about. Because of LifeVantage, now my little boy can eat ice cream again. Before couldn't do that. He's laughing, he's smiling, he's playing. That was not the case. We're living on eggshells every day. I'm writing a book. I won't go into the Winnie story, but she was part of our healing in our journey, and we found her because of LifeVantage. He's able to now again work out without passing out, having seizures. He's brushing his teeth without any sensory issues. And he's like this little Mr. Entrepreneur. He loves to like do these different things here. He's juicing and wants to save up money for a football helmet. His artistry came back. This was our very last doctor's appointment. So, whoo, love sports, happy to go to school instead of fighting and fussing and calling and the teachers daily, he's having an issue, you need to come get him. And we're a happy family. Again, we have peace in our home, and that's our story. And I am here it's not about me, it's about, we're going to get into what is activation, and I want to show you what's possible through my story. So in the next slide here, which again, let me just check in with you guys. Can somebody in the chat just tell me, are they getting the slides? Are you guys able to see this? Can someone just chat? Because I see it on my end, but not yours. So we'll just continue. Okay. So, part of the stories that continue is I've had several injuries, particularly on my finger. And this is the results, the before and after. I've been able to, from my personal results, after I saw my son, I was able to heal much faster, bounce back quicker, age backwards, and just feel my optimal best. And particularly for me, I noticed as I've had different injuries with spraining my finger or like slicing it open with a finger, or a scooter accident, I was able to heal like triple the amount of time I would without the need of ibuprofen, ice packs, and all that. And then this is when I first started my first 20 days on, and I had added the activated collagen. So we'll go into that a little bit later. But for now, Get stuck. Okay, hold on. Just open this. You guys getting that? It's not quite. Can somebody go grab Jeff for me, please? He's my tech man. He is my tech man. Okay. Sorry, I don't know why this got like totally stuck. So I'll go ahead and continue with what. Oh, here we go. Okay, there we go. I got it. Yay. Okay. All right. So what is protandem and 2? What is this little yellow pill? It is a synergy of 5 plants: turmeric root, green tea, babacoa, milk thistle, and ashwagandha. So I'm going to show you a beautiful little example now of what happens when. So let's talk about free radicals. What are free radicals? Oxidative stress. Let's just throw out some things. Like if you're going to get gas and you're standing there by the pump, you're inhaling the fumes, right? When there's fires, there's more toxins. When there's more pesticides, that's more toxins. Anybody else? Chemtrails. Like if you look up at the sky and you see those streaky things, those are not clouds, they're called chemtrails. What else? I mean, and you think about the daily things that you use in your beauty, in your skin, in your hands, in your hair. Yes, all the things in your, your detergent. I mean, all the household chemicals, right? The things, your water. If you don't have a water softener, I recommend getting one. I mean, it's just the day and age in which we live, we are bombarded by free radical damage. So this is what happens is our cup overfills. And when that happens, is that we can't combat with that. So what would we typically do? We'd eat like an apple, right? An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Well, did you know that one apple really only eliminates 1 free radical? Is that going to be enough? Do you think that like chronic illness and disease is going to spill over? Why do you think most people have at least 3 diagnoses on 3 medications, right? So, but with 1 protandem, it's a 1 million to 1. So free radicals, that means 1 protandem, a million free radicals gone. So you have a clean slate. So like my son, his toxic overload was not filled up. He was able to start to heal because he didn't have such a toxic burden. His body wasn't so bombarded and so inflamed. So clean slate. So we're going to watch this. I know that everybody has seen this. But this is just a 3-minute clip that aired. Can you go get Jeff for me? It's not. I'm back. He left. Oh, okay. I don't know why my sound is not.
So it's turn up volume. So it's volume
on my computer.
I think you do that. You do that on your computer.
But inside this nondescript building, I'm about to become part of an exciting experiment, a kind of guinea pig. Okay. I'm here at the University of Colorado in Denver. We're very excited looking about it is. We're very excited about it. Is that this research could very well unravel the mystery of aging itself? And as decades of experiments, they have the potential to add years to people's lives and possibly prevent chronic diseases like cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. It all centers around the small yellow pill, and for me, it begins with a blood test. Oxidative stress, like the rusting of an engine, is not a good thing. Bad for the body, leading to disease, and leading to malfunction, and eventually leading to what we call aging. It is a slow progression of increasing oxidative stress. That's the main characteristic chemically of the aging process. It's called protandem, and tests on both mice and humans have already shown that it revs up the manufacture of those good enzymes in our bodies. More enzymes, fewer free radicals to harm them. Right now, all we know is that food preparation decreases oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is not a disease, just like aging is not some disease, but it's something that accompanies and is attached to many disease processes. that we discovered with volunteers. I wouldn't put it that way, but we may have discovered something that will tell us a lot more about how we age, what happens biochemically, and maybe how we can slow it down. Normally, oxidative stress, measured by those T-bars, increases with age. Taking just one pill, Protandim, a day, reversed that trend for everyone at every age, even for an 80-year-old. But what about my progress? After nearly 2 weeks now, it's time to get my result. The result, my levels of oxidative stress have declined dramatically. 5%, that's excellent. Just look at where I fall on the graph, before and after. We can extrapolate that as it is the level you would see in a newborn baby. Have we turned back the clock? Well, maybe not on the outside, but deep inside within my cells. Yes, indeed.
Yes, so that's really where it all started. And then what happened from there was they were filled in like GNC and those type of stores, but you'd have like this, right, that does something completely different. It's not a supplement like next to vitamin C, and there wasn't anybody there to guide them and educate them. So it was just sitting, and the company almost went bankrupt. So what happened was they brought in some consultants, and they decided, okay, we need to really keep like to save this company, we need to go another route. And so that's where they went to direct consultants, because it's all about the stories and it's word of mouth. And that's how we share this with others, is through stories. But the amazing thing is, you'll see all the research since this ABC News report went out. I don't think I have the slide for it, but there were all these universities that wanted to study it. And I believe there's like between 19 and 21, like PubMed, like researched studies on increases lifespan. There's one they did on MS. There's one they did on like heart disease. So if you're interested in that, I can send you that information later. But so the research is valid. It's definitely there. But he debunked it. He put it to the test like, well, their claims are saying this. Well, I'll put it to the test. So it's really cool that we have that to show you. Now, the next slide. So yeah, what oxidative stress, sorry, I'm not connecting there, guys, has to do in correlation with aging. So that's why like some of these pictures, it's like, wow, they look like they've aged backwards, because it's getting to the root cause, which is oxidative stress, which too much oxidative stress causes you to feel the aches, the pains, have trouble issues sleeping. And it's an all over body thing. It's not like and it will hit you in like maybe one place and then another. It's oxidative stress. And so you need antioxidants to fight that oxidative stress. So that 1 million to 1 is a much better route to go, rather than, would you say, trying to eat, 500 apples a day. That's not happening. So again, backed by 30 peer-reviewed studies, 7 patents. Oh, there it's kicking in. Okay, so it's just a little bit delayed. So as I was saying about oxidative stress, it's connected to all these different organs. So the free radical / oxidative stress is going to cause then each of these systems to be dysfunctional. And then when that happens and you have too much oxidative stress, that's where you have all these different issues, from Alzheimer's to, asthma to, even skin conditions to chronic, the list goes on. There's like over 300,000 studies. Look it up on oxidative stress. And you can see for yourself.
Oxidative stress. I mean, do you take a blood test?
Most doctors, it's usually have to pay out of pocket for it. They won't even at hospitals. Again, they're not looking to get to the root cause. But there's something called a T-bar. We can talk later and do questions at the end, but that's a really good question. Yeah, usually you're going to know by your dysfunction. You're going to know by how you feel, how you sleep. And I have a little thing you can fill out at the end that you'll be able to evaluate. And really what this is about is taking your health into your own hands, right? And really like applying activation and getting this information, but doing something with it. So I have, a sheet that you can fill out, and we'll talk about that later. And I could, if you want more in-depth questions, I could get a doctor, because like we have over 300 doctors that are a part of this company and that are on the board. So again, something that's medical related, that might be something good to connect with them on. But moving on, and NRF2 activation is potentially the most this was told by this by the Washington State University that NRF2 activation, which this does, is potentially the most extraordinary therapeutic preventative breakthrough through the medicine of history. And so what they started off with this flagship product, right, to activate one pathway of the body, lower that oxidative stress. So as it evolved, they came out with for mitochondria. So this is like the battery cell. Imagine this is like the energy of your body. Your cells need mitochondria. Without mitochondria, cancer starts to form, starts to grow. So and then NAD, which is in here. So they came out with what's called the dual trisynergizer. So NAD, that's like the garbage crew that comes in and cleans out the cell. So all these, it's again a synergy. They're very synergy oriented company, because when they synergize, they run the tests, they do the studies, they go, what does it do when you put it inside the body? So it showed increase in 73% in gene response for oxidative stress. So when you take all three of these together, your oxidative stress, it improves by 73%. And the list goes on. Sorry, it's not showing for you guys. This is weird. There it is. Okay. So you can see that it just ups the ante for everything across the board. So yeah. And when I started taking all these three together, oh my gosh, night and day difference for my energy, my sleep, my mood, my focus. Okay, and so what else can we activate? So they have a whole line of products that they next came out with was the liquid collagen. Again, instead of taking like the powder stuff that your body is not bioavailable, people are bloated usually taking it, and they usually don't really feel or see much results, right? But I'll come back to that one. But this is some of the examples of collagen pictures, because what it's doing is it's replenishing, it's activating, and it's also restoring. And again, it's activating your own body to make the genes that are responsible for the production of collagen, as well as slow down the genes that are like, as you age, you know, that declines, your collagen declines, you get the saggy skin. But also imagine, okay, if you're like glowing right after you take this and less fine lines and wrinkles, what's it doing to the inside of your body? So it's our collagen has a lot more peptides than most. Most only have two. We have a lot more. Yeah, 12. So what that means is like you may see improvements with your brain, your gut, your, you know, your even heart health. So it's pretty awesome. So they found a study that when you combine the two of them together, people were having extraordinary like results. People already were activated with protanum, and then they added the liquid collagen. I mean, people that were, one lady, particularly the story that stands out to me is she had been doing all the things. She had lost her husband, and she was in a very, very dark, just depressed place, and doing all the therapy. I mean, all the things possible, just really was feeling so low in life. And this is the only thing that she added. And she did the research on the marine, because it's a marine peptide. And she's like this, the only way she could describe it is like this fog lifted. Her depression just kind of, it just became easier. She couldn't even explain it. So they did research and they found out that when you put these two together, it stops the stress cycle in your body. By the fibroblast cells, it reduces unnecessarily cell signals to the immune system. So you can recover quicker. So your overactive immune response just takes the chill pill for a moment. So your body again can heal. And I found again, when I added the collagen in, more flexibility, more stamina at the gym, more strength. So here is my dear friend Beth, that she's going to share briefly with you about, so we met, this is a couple of fun stories, at a retreat, at like a drum circle, anyways, at yoga, my dance party, my last birthday. And so these are her 6 weeks results. So she's just getting going on this. She's going to share a little bit about herself.
Hey, I'm Beth, and I just wanted to real quick go over, this is my, before I started, and then, you know, this is only a week in actually, and then this is after 6 weeks, and I've noticed less joint pain, I've noticed brighter skin, more energy. I've really enjoyed the products, and I also have a nephew who's super sick, and we're trying this with him, and so he's literally in the first week, we're just seeing where he's at, but for me, it's something that I've always been into, natural, yoga, Pilates, that sort of thing, and anything that heals naturally. So when Adrian showed me this, I figured, why not? Let's see what happens. And it's been helping me a lot. And I'm working on getting my parents and my sister involved as well, just taking it to see if it will help them. So, and I know it will, it's just they have to believe it too. So yeah, that's all I really have to say on that right now.
Yeah.
And then I think you want me.
Yeah, you go ahead and I'm gonna have my dad come up
Yeah,
and talk.
Ray's gonna come.
Thank you for sharing, Beth. So let me have I'm just gonna zoom through, but yeah, there's dozens of pictures, befores and afters, what it's done on the outside, the inside. But I will zoom through this. I'm gonna have my dad talk just because of time, but they also make an amazing True Renew skincare that's like instead of retinol, that's horrible for you. This one is a plant-based one. GLP-1, again, they launched that recently because that was a big boom happening when, with weight loss and doctors over prescribing, and the jabs then now are causing issues. The synthetics are causing people to have muscle loss and extraordinarily worse casing issues than weight that they wanted to lose in the first place. So this one just launched out last year. Again, plant-based, natural, activates your own GLP-1. 95% of people had less sugar cravings, 9 pounds lost in average. I want to just zoom through this. These are some of the pictures of befores and afters of people. And so I'm going to have my dad come up here and share and, why he decided to do LifeVantage. And because he started with the company a while ago and then stopped taking it. And then when my son got activated, he trying to find your slide, Dad. Did it disappear? Sorry, you guys. Call this a practice run. Anyways, hold on. I'm gonna have my dad just come up and talk and share the rest later.
Hi there, everybody. I just wanted to share just a few comments. Like Adrian said, I had started Protandim quite a while ago, but I wasn't really doing it regularly. And 15 years ago, I was diagnosed with colon cancer, and I got treated. It took about 2 years for me to recover from the side effects of the surgery and the treatment. But what happened a year ago is I was diagnosed with a second colon cancer. And so this go round, I really jumped into the natural cleansing, really changed my diet, started taking Protandim again. During the time I was getting treated with chemo and radiation, I didn't do the Protandim because they told me I shouldn't. I probably should have, according to what I'm being told now, but so I went through that for a few months, and then I had surgery, and I had a nurse coach, which is also involved with the LifeVantage, and she really convinced me that I needed to take the Protandim Synergizer, the 3 plus Axial, and I really wasn't doing that regularly. And so I thought, well, I'm going to start doing that. So right after my surgery, I really got really active in doing that, and have been very adamantly doing that every day since. And what happened is I had an almost miraculous recovery from the surgery. As I said, the last time I had surgery and went through this process, it took me about 2 years to really get my strength back. My surgery was on March 6th of this year. I had basically stopped going to work. I did things via Zoom, and I did this Protandim regime for a good 2 months, pretty solid, pretty regular. And it's like there was this light turned on. It's like my energy came back. I felt good. I actually went back to work in May, which was 3 months earlier than I had told them I would be back. And so it really has made a difference in my life in getting me, I guess, over the obstacles of the physical issues that I was facing. And I credit it to Protandim, because Protandim is really the only difference. And I feel great. I feel amazingly great for having done what I just went through. It's like I sometimes pinch myself and go, why am I feeling so great, so good? And I believe it's, again, it's not just Protandim, it's eating right and doing the other things as well. I still haven't got back into my exercise regime like I need to, but I'm beginning to do that, trying to gain some weight back. I lost about 20 pounds. I've gained back about 10. And so we're working towards that. And again, I think the Protandim Synergizer and Axio really helped a lot. The Axio really helped my mind and my brain because I was really kind of in a depressed, down mode. And I also do uh, the collagen, which also has helped me a lot. So I started doing that really regular as well. So anyway, that's my story. It's helped me, and I believe it's really I credit my bounce back, my quick bounce back to Protan.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Ooh, I'm so glad we made it because I think our time is about to run out here, but I'm seeing if I can. Okay, I'm so new to these PowerPoint things. It's just like, oh, here we go. Okay, so yes, because of LifeVantage now, my dad is
Close to the little,
which window?
that little X.
I know, I'm so like these computer things.
The X on the bill says running out of time.
Where's that at? It's not showing.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm trying to like connect again, like the slide to it. Yeah, so this is my slide, but I'm not sure if this is Zoom connected. But anyways, because LifeVantage, I don't know if you guys on the Zoom can hear this or not, but these are just a couple pictures I have my dad recently. We went out dancing with them. My party, my dancing queen party, we were able to just go and spend 2 days as a family. And because of LifeVantage, more life is fuller, it's more fun, you can create more memories. And this was my son playing piano in his at his concert or his talent show. So I'm just gonna scroll down. So about LifeVantage, and again, sorry if you guys cannot hear, just listen to my voice or just not hearing the slide. But LifeVantage is run by a legend, a visionary, legendary, I call him a legendary leader, has leadership recognized on Newsweek. They're part of a legacy program where they give back, very transparent. They're on the NASDAQ. They have all these peer-reviewed studies, debt-free. So like why LifeVantage, why now? Again, if some people are here because they're like, okay, I just want to hear my dad's story. That's awesome. Maybe some of you, like you could connect the dots to like maybe some health issues you're having, like why not add this in and see what it could do for you? And that's where you want to start. And that's awesome. That's where I started. I just wanted to help my son. That's it. And I was like, I just want to see him get well and thrive again. And once I saw that, I started naturally sharing this with people. And so they have an amazing compensation plan. Again, fully transparent, fully publicly traded. So I can get, if anybody's interested in that with you one-on-one, and we can chat later about that. But I just want to go through and just share some of the earnings that you can earn, some commissions, bonus sale, fast track. There's 7 different ways they pay you, and one of them is trips. They're going to a couple of different places this next year. I think one's to Thailand, one's on an Alaskan cruise. So it's pretty amazing what you can do while you're helping people at the same time. Because that's really what it's about. The more people you help, the more you share, the more you grow, the more you earn. That's how it really works. It's not, we're not trading time for money. As a hairdresser, that's what I do currently, but I don't see my body doing that forever, right? Like people that are in construction or whatever, just physical labor, like they want to be able to have like a side hustle. So this is it. And through this like company, I've been able to meet some of the greatest people. I've been able to like form the best friendships. We traveled last year to Kansas City and we traveled to another place. So anyways, it's been amazing. And so this is the plan for consultants. So obviously, like if you're at the bottom, yes, you're gonna only make like, 25 to maybe $100, right? Like you help a couple people, but from there, it's pretty amazing the compounding effect. What can an extra $300 do for somebody, right? Like groceries at Costco for me. Or for me, I went to Disneyland and I was able to, for the first time, not worry about packing lunches and bringing lunches and just go, I've got my money on my card here. I'm just gonna I stash it away as like my squirrel fund. And so I was able to like use it to shop and to buy food and like it made it a better experience. So because Life and I have better experiences, my life is richer, fuller with people, and with sharing this. And so they have different opportunities for different like packs that you can purchase from $1,000 where you get, there's a couple different options down to like $299. So, there's quite a few options that they offer, which is amazing. And then some of them come with like event tickets too, which is great. So I just want to end with this quote from Aaron Brockovich. If you listen to your heart, if you listen to your gut, and if you extend your hand to help another, not for any agenda, but for the sake of humanity, you are going to find the truth.
Goodness, that is true.
And in conclusion, and as we part, take this information that you learned, do something with it. Don't just like, well, that's nice. Like, take the next step, right? Action is where you're going to make progress, right? So, not just thinking about it. So, my last quote is nothing is impossible. The word itself says I'm possible. So I'm here to show you what's possible. Oh, and this is beautiful. Thank you, you guys. I'm sorry we do not have time for questions, but I hope that you took away something from this message today. Thank you for joining me. And again, reach back out to the person that invited you for more details. We're very like people oriented. We love to connect and get together. Events like this or three-way calls like on a Zoom. If you need to even have me get you connected to one of the doctors in the company to really hone in on your own particular health issue, feel free to reach out. Love you guys. Thank you for joining me. And I'll see if I can stop the recording. But thanks for joining me, guys. We're going to end here in a minute. All right. 40 minutes. 40 minutes.
Who's question?
It was a little
About anything in 40 minutes.
Excuse me.